Do you think the other sports kind of owe touch a little bit of like thank you for developing?
Big time.
There's a lot of people that have transferred from touch.
I've always credited touch for those skills. It needs a bit more love.
The People's Game ki Māori Plus me whakaata Māori.
Kia ora rana, tāla whalama, malo lele, nisa pula vinaka, whakalowhalai atu, and a warm Pacific greetings to you all. We are here for the 2025 Pacific Cup, held at Mountfort Park in Manurewa. What a game we just witnessed between Cook Islands and Wangapuka. Massive congratulations to both contingents, putting on an absolute spectacle out there on field one. And right now, we'll be treated to a spectacle in the 18 boys grade between Cook Islands and Tonga. My name is Sivili Guthrie, and I am joined in commentary with former Touch Blacks mixed open head coach and current Pacific Māori representative, taking time off between games to come and join me in commentary. Hika Pene, Hika, how are you, bro?
Kalunga mihi kia koe koro koto whai o i po. Just back to that game before the mixed game, man, it's so awesome seeing great touch, but they just all had, it looked like they were having a lot of fun too, you know. I could just really feel that vibe, that Māori at this tournament, first time coming to Pacific Cup, man, blowing away.
And it's so good having our neighbouring cousins coming over to Aotearoa to enjoy the spectacle, because they add so much, don't they, Hicks? They add the energy, they add the flavour to what we've already got that's here present in Aotearoa. So yeah, a massive mihi to both of those contingents for not only making the trip over, but putting it out there on the field. So at the moment, it'll be a tough act to follow, but I'm sure if there's any teams that can do it, it'll be these two here, Tonga and Cook Islands and the 18 boys. As we get underway, Tonga in the red and white strip going from right to left on your screen. Cook Islands in the green strip going from left to right. And we'll see what they can come up with in the opening set of the game.
Yes, and they've sent in quite an aggressive link here. Looks like they've got a bit of a semi-mad dog sort of shape defensively for the Cookies. Yeah, nice they don't get too physical on that touch.
Yeah, looking to go straight down Main Street, the dive over the line by Tonga, but great defence here shown from Cook Islands. Now they'll look to get over to their box and make some interchanges.
Yeah, through we come. Nice little options here. Obviously the latch is just the bread and butter these days, but it's good seeing them all, unfortunately just the error there. It is good seeing them stick to some sort of pattern at this age group.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen over the course of the weekend, even in the under 16 grades, you know, that clinical play, you know, the kids these days, they just get better and better younger, don't they?
And there's just so much, I guess, opportunities here, like just bumping into people you haven't seen for a while, too. Players at all different levels now giving back, actually going back to their roots. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful kaupapa that's been created here.
Yeah, 100%. And we've got the Cook Islands on the field, but just further to your point, Hicks, you got the likes of Jeff Houston, former Counties and Touch Blacks representative, that's now doing a lot of mahi in the touch scene over in the Cook Islands. And that's exactly what we want to see, flirting with the touchline down here on the right-hand side. The Cookies, as they cross over halfway, they'll look to set a good platform on the back end. Is Futiora making that plant. And then they've got numbers out on the right-hand side. A little wrap-around play as that ball through. I thought it might have been momentarily, but a hint of a late pass. The referees, they're right on the money with that one. And touch and pass there, but yeah, a little bit of enterprising play there from Cook Islands.
Yeah, and I guess for the Cook Islands, they've only got five subs. And so they need to make every sort of opportunity count as the game goes on. They miss those vital opportunities. It could bite them, but these teams again, good, nice discipline. Just sees up. Oh yeah, I do like the eyes up stuff from these young ones. I was talking to Peter early on. Sometimes we coach that stuff out of them, and it's niggly, you know, that they lose sometimes that vision.
And especially with the way that the game is being played now, I feel like eyes up footy is the kind of brand that teams are going to want to play within some sort of boundaries of a structure, but having that room to be able to allow the players to express themselves, especially our Pacific Island nations who do so well at that sort of ad-lib style of football. And I'm sure we'll see plenty of that on display in this game here as Cook Islands just slowly making their way up the field, but getting down to the 7.
It's quite interesting, this age group. There's not much said. You know, it's all sort of eyes up, sort of look, you know, there's not much comms, but everyone knows what's going on.
They can read each other like a book, can't they? Now there's a hand over here and a compounding penalty for not giving the ball back directly to the mark. So Tonga will march themselves up 10 metres, get their yards started as they move over to their sub box.
You know, I showed up here and just, I'm looking at the refs, they're looking sharp.
They always look sharp at the Pacific Cup pickup.
Yeah, just the sideline management, there's no one being over aggressive. It's just got this beautiful, beautiful vibe. We've got a little bit of feet here.
Tried to thread it around the corner, but the pass did float forward. But just that style of football, isn't it? They just saw the space out on the left-hand side and managed to go through, tried to thread the needle, but nothing really doing for Tonga on that occasion. Couldn't quite convert.
He's looking quite threatening, Suwani. 6 here for Tonga. Definitely looks like he's one of the sort of brains of the outfit. Gets up defensively. And once again, there's not a lot of talking, but everyone knows their job.
Yeah, we had an exhibition match yesterday between Tonga and Samoa, the 18 boys. So we've seen this Tongan outfit in action already, and I did like the look of Savieti there, as well as the work of Kaya Manu, who was quite good yesterday as well. So, yeah, really looking forward to this Tongan team, seeing if they can put it all together out on the field once more.
Tiff, growing up here in Tamaki Makaurau, was there anything like this in your younger days coming through in touch?
Well, there was no real opportunity to represent your culture. There was always the provincial stuff that was always there. But in terms of this platform here, no, there was nothing like it. So it's awesome to see this kaupapa being established. It's going on 6 years now that the tournament's been going on. I think this might be sort of the 4th edition, maybe 5th edition. But it's so good to provide our people with a platform to be able to, you know, express themselves out on the field and just be unapologetically Pacific.
Well, I did see Pacific Asia Cup, you know, now those opportunities over the ditch and now here for a young, I guess, Pacifica. It's good that you've got these options, that you don't always have to just go play for New Zealand. You know, these other opportunities are being created, and I think it's quite epic being here today.
And especially when you look out, Hicks, at the international laws and the eligibility around, you know, who can represent what nation for people with dual heritage, or even, you know, players that can represent more than 2 nations. You know, having those relaxed eligibility laws allows players to be able to represent their Pacifica nation as well as New Zealand, and have that option to chop and change sort of in between. So having this platform really allows those players to come back and represent their nation and give back.
Yeah, I can't wait to go home. And let people know, hey man, these opportunities to even just to come up and watch. So yeah, another beautiful pathway, I guess, say, you know, for the touch play in all age groups.
100%. A small bobble from Tonga, and now they'll have to back that up with a big strong set of defence as Cook Islands now. We're still scoreless through the first 7 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and I'm digging that swag there by team. Touch has always got a bit of swag about it, hasn't it, Tiff? Actually, I might have remembered your swag actually coming through as a young fella.
Zero swag. It definitely wasn't like that out on the field. Cook Islands crossover. A beautiful play there and a great dive through the defence. We'll see on the replay here. And it was just a quickie play. They ran the open side quickie, so got on the outside of the safe side defender. And in that long reach, definitely didn't have the skills like that back in my day.
Well, Tana Reina, if it is Tana Reina, because I think there's a couple of similar numbers, is his swag is the old surfy bucket hat, which I'm really, really liking, because on conditions like today, so there is still bringing out that swag. And there we go, that's the first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, a little bit surprising given how, you know, attacking base these two teams seem to be. We've got an opportunity down here on the left. I think he may have had a little bit more time than he thought there to use that ball. He opted to throw the long ball out to the left-hand corner.
Yeah, quite a deceiving, smooth athlete, that one. Afino, here is with the ball. He's sort of calling the sweeper, picks it up with the one, gets the one mitten hand. Oh yeah.
And the short ball to boot. So Ane Savieti crosses over for Tonga, but what about the lead-up work there, Hicks?
Oh, you know, that's that. I mean, look at the scoop. It's just a grab. When you got the big mitt and check it off. Oh, beautiful work. And we did mention Swan earlier on. That's a really, really nice combination they got going there, Tonga. So they've squared it up.
One apiece, and that's exactly the way you'd want to hit back, isn't it, after conceding a try. So Cook Islands now, we'll see if they can come back as well. We've got the bucket hats flat back combo.
Yeah, nice. It's a great combo here. Oh, yes.
Looking to punch the short side. Did he get that down? Oh, it was close going there. Referee right on the spot, though. Says touch was made.
But he's quite an organiser here, Reina.
Pops it over the top. They kept that alive, but the pass did float forward. And I think the other thing that I like about watching our Pacifica nations is that it doesn't matter what touch it is, you'll never see them, sort of die with the football. They always die wondering, throwing that ball around.
I think that's where that saying comes from the Pacific.
must be.
But here we have Tonga, a huge day for Tonga today.
Absolutely.
Right through the country. A little place where I'm residing in the Hora Whenua, just red flags everywhere, everyone's chirpy, happy as, massive to bring the nation together, Mate Tonga.
And I think you'll find that everywhere, Hicks, from cars going down the street to houses, to people walking by, that Pacifica pride, especially when it comes to Mate Tonga, absolutely on full display here, and it'll be today more so than ever, and a do or die match obviously later on tonight, up against the Kiwis. I saw a little bit of content from the Pacific Cup touch page, and if you don't already, give them a follow on Instagram and Facebook, and you'll know it's the proper page when they've got the blue tick. So if they've got the blue tick, then hit click on follow. And a couple of interesting opinions on the match tonight from some of our rangatahi yesterday afternoon, and absolutely amazing to see current touch Black Shiloh Flavel getting out and about amongst the crowd yesterday, and getting some opinions of some of our tamariki. It was awesome to see.
Well, it's actually a huge weekend. You've got the Night Sevens, it's just full of Pacifica. Obviously, this kaupapa here, and then our women and men's teams go at it. So what a weekend of sport, Tiff.
Yeah, a plethora of opportunity to go and watch. And Tonga, speaking of plethora of opportunities, making the most of that one there, diving over, and they get their second. It'll be their first lead of the match.
This is interesting because they both run the same hole. It's just outside two sort of dudes in the same hole. You don't see that often. Very deceiving.
Yeah, not often. It was off a 32 peel. And then just that chopping link there, I thought it might have been, or chopping middle, managing to get in between the two middles and diving over there. So Tonga, with 3.5 minutes left to go in this first half, they get a 2-1 lead. And now we've seen this combination here. Both of the number 12s for the Cook Islands. So he looks to use his feet, gets on the outside, beautiful footwork, and they run a bit of a screen coming backdoor underneath. And the Cook Islands, geez, what about the footwork there, Hicks?
Chase, Chase has just done that tireless job out on the wing, but love the work off the ball. Look at this, cuts back in that open side middle would normally there to shut down, but what a finish.
Just once again, apologies if we do get some of these names and numbers wrong. We've got a couple of dual numbers out of there playing for the Cook Islands, so we'll try to do our best. And play on is the call from the ref here. No, the touch was made, so they'll come back, and they've locked things back up at 2 apiece. I'll tell you what, Hicks, if the first sort of 11 to 12 minutes are anything to go by, the rest of this game is going to be an absolute cracker as they've got space down on the right-hand edge. Can he dive over? Great touch there made out in the corner there from the Cook Islands.
It's just, what about the highlights? If you're playing in this game, it's on the live stream. You've touched down. You just can't wait to get back and watch your highlights.
You know what, Hicks? I've seen in the game on field number 1. I've seen that go to a lot of people's heads. None more so than my friend Gary Riley, old BGP, big game player. So I'll throw him under the bus.
throw him under.
When the lights were the brightest, that's when he pulled out the big stops, old Gary Riley.
Yeah, and he must be one of the top intercept kings. He's always good for a couple in the game.
I'll tell you what, it's a nightmare defending beside him, because when he's in that lane,
leaves you hanging.
Left me hanging a couple of times, high and dry. Love my old mate Gary Riley. And now Cook Islands as they cross into enemy territory, looking to get a good finish on the back end of this set. Beautiful switch play, and they've got some numbers straight through the middle, and the hand goes up in the air. He's happy about that. The Cookies. Meitaki Mata, awesome try there from the Cook Islands.
Meitaki, and you know what I like about this? Not sure on the name, but we're going to call him the Surfy. He saw that defender latch and just, knew to give it. Slides it through, 12 to 12. Oh, wow. And what a finish.
Oh, Hicks, the injection of pace, wasn't it? The speed off the mark, the acceleration, The gap was closing fast, but not fast enough for the Cook Islands to slice through. They regained the lead, so this game it's going tit for tat. Bit of a ping-pong battle on our hands here, and Tonga, they want to try and hit back just before half-time as we tick under the minute mark. Long ball goes out to the left-hand side. We'll see what they can come up with on the wing.
What a pill.
Oh, yeah, the skills on display from these young men. Absolute top shelf. Now just patient in their build-up, trying to attract defenders. Just cramping the ball a little bit on that left-hand side, but they've still managed to slice through. Tried the back flick out the back, but it's fallen into the wrong hands. And I dare say I think that'll be Tonga's last chance of the half. So Cook Islands now with the final say.
And he's been everywhere. I'm going to call him the architect, Buckethead. Here's the surfer. He's organising everyone, running the sub-patterns, which does take a lot of fitness to...
Absolutely, yeah. Something that you don't really find, that sort of elite fitness at this age. It's something that doesn't really come into effect until maybe your sort of early 20s, mid-20s, and then you really start to hit your stride sort of late 20s. So great to see it at this stage. Beautiful late switch on the inside. Great identification. We said they had the last chance to strike, and what a time to do it. Right on the halftime hooter. Beautiful try there, Hicks, as we see on the replay here. Just latched his defender. Great timing on the late switch. The gap between the two middles was too great for Tonga, and Cook Islands extend their lead by 2 at halftime. And they go into the halftime break up 4-2 over Tonga. Join us after the break for second half action.
Do you think the other sports kind of touch a little bit of thank you for development?
There's a lot of people that have transferred from touch.
I've always credited touch for those skills. It needs a bit more love.
The People's Game, ki Māori Plus, me whakaata Māori.
Deck out your space with our lowest prices.
Cabot's 10-litre Aquadeck decking oil, $193.90. Monarch decking applicator kit, just $48.20.
Where you find a competitor's lower price on the same stocked item, we'll beat it by 15%. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Kia ora e te iwi, and welcome back to the 2025 Pacific Cup, where we've got an absolute thriller on our hands here. Cook Islands up 4-2 over Tonga, and you can see the Cook Islands flag on your screen there waving proudly. And if you're watching at home, you should be feeling proud of these young men if you're a Cook Islander.
Totally. Just once again, our sheet doesn't have everyone's name. We've got a couple of 12s out there, a couple of 10s. We've only got 1 12 on the sheet and 1 10. So to everyone back in the islands, aroha mai, but we'll try our best. But here we go. We're calling this young fella the architect, bucket hat with the Quicksilver bucket hat. Oh, and just quite excited. Excited early.
Perhaps a little bit overexcited. They tried to chance their arm early in the count, and they've put it down on touch 1. So Tonga, they'll get the start here effectively in the second half with first real possession here. So across the halfway line. And just no real urgency on the yards, is it, Hicks? It's pretty slow going, but they managed to get up to the 7-metre line with relative ease.
Yeah,
shooting up there.
Yeah, sometimes you've got to be careful when teams change tempo. You can fall, and if you're up, you can sort of slide into their tempo, but it worked for Tonga. First team to score in the second half.
Yeah, perhaps that's what happened there, wasn't it? They were slow going on their yards. They ran the strike play. I think they were caught offside through the middle. And then absolutely playing to the ref, shot the ball out to the left-hand side. What a pill. Tonga managed to cross over, and they get one back, Hicks.
Yes, so they'll be stoked with that Tonga. But here we have Cookie's back at it. Nice big meters on the tap-off. 2, and they'll be ready to attack, really. I mean, they're almost on the 7 and 2. Haven't really seen this combo yet, but they had a good little chat at half-time. Yeah, great touch there.
We'll see what they can come up with. Looking middle-centric at the moment. Getting the open side quickie, looking to dive in underneath. Yeah, I thought he lost control of that. Everything was good right up until the finish. And then just bobbling the ball as he reached the line. I thought for all money it would have been a try, but the referee right on the money there.
Yes. Oh, another error. We've seen two big errors from both teams at the start of this half. A few nerves.
Yeah, well, the one that the Cook Islands committed right in the first position of the game, it ended up costing them a try down the other end of the park. Let's hope for Tonga's sake that that doesn't happen to them. But Cook Islands looking threatening here.
Yes, here he is. Very composed with the ball. Just asking a question out wide there, Tim.
Yeah, we've been keeping the Tongan defence honest. And now the ball shifts back towards the middle of the field, just looking to organise some troops. The sweep comes around a little bit late. Manages to dive in underneath as he... No, touch was made. Brilliant touch there made from the Tonga defender.
Yes, and I think that was the young man with the big mitt on the scoop that made that touch. Just that one step off the line, I think, saved him. Got some skills there. Yeah, not a bad place to turn the ball over.
I was just about to say, yeah, that's smart play there from the Cook Islands. You know, bringing the ball as far over to their own sub-box as possible. Although, has it worked against them? I think it has. Tonga streaking away down the right-hand touchline. Tipinek Gray, is it? Or is that Zinzan down in the right-hand corner? What a chase, though, from the Cook Islands. Perhaps a little bit too casual on the finish. That was a try for all money and a try gone begging there for Tonga.
I think we talked about this casualness. It's almost like they're thinking it's like legal rugby. We get around by the post.
Yeah, he was looking to score under the uprights, wasn't he? Make it easier for their kicker.
But I must say, whoever that was that didn't give up the chase, that could be quite a big momentum shifter in this game.
Well, that's the kind of thing, isn't it, Hicks? Because now, instead of it being all levelled up at 4 apiece, Cook Islands within a couple of touches already down into the Tongan half. And if they can score a try here and convert on the back end of the set, it'll be a 2-try swing going Cook Islands' way.
Yes, just over the top straight away. Great work from this outside wing. I think it's Zinzan for Tonga. Yes, it actually nearly went all the way.
Yeah, I think it is as well. And now Tonga, they'll go the much more conventional route by going towards their sub-box. That away set worked wonders for them the last set, just couldn't quite get the finish. But this set here, they're going towards their box, getting fresh troops onto the field. See what their transition is like.
Yeah, it's a great set. Just don't need those ones slightly off the mark, but they're back at it. Nice and clean.
So they're scooping from a long way out as a result. The cutout ball out to the link. That's a great shot there from the Cook Island winger.
He's had a great game today, hasn't he? Not just offensively, but defence-wise. He scored a couple of pearlers in the first half, and he definitely knows his spacing in the lane. A little error. This is definitely the half of errors.
It's just those 1%ers, isn't it, Hicks? And, you know, you talked about the Cook Islands having a lack of numbers in their sub-box. That could be coming to play a part. So we'll see if they can hold their lead. As the long ball goes out to the right, that was almost an interception from the Cook Islanders, and that would have been interesting. Just got himself in the passing lane.
You know, you see those players that just got a sniff for the game. You know, they just sort of know that our winger here, he definitely knows his role on both ends. But the good ball movement from Tonga, just that little slight hurdle him up. He's going to slide it on the outside. Oh, yes, that's a great touch. Vital touch, Tim.
Yeah, and it's one that had to be made, isn't it, to protect their 1-try lead. You know, the last thing you want after giving away a soft turnover is to let in a soft try. But they're putting in a big shift of defence here, and they're absolutely out on their feet, Cook Islands. Holding firm at the moment, though. The sweep goes around to the left, looking to dive over, and another touch is made. Hicks, big tick of approval there for the Cook Island defence.
Man, those two middles there, their retreat line, they get out of touches so well within that space. So we probably haven't seen the best of those boys, but defensively, very sharp.
The yards now, especially as we approach the middle of the day, Hicks. It's around lunchtime here in Tamaki Makaurau, and so the sun is absolutely boiling. The fatigue starts to set in, and Cook Islands scooping from a long way out, but they managed to slice through almost straight down the middle of the field. I think that was our architect. He's lost the bucket hat.
Yes,
must
he
be
has.
business.
Yeah, yes, he has. Yep, he's checked in. But looks quite a big, strong athlete without the bucket hat.
Yeah, well, he definitely showed it on that occasion, didn't he? I mean, straight up Main Street.
And it's probably what they need to get back to, just complete their sets with a nice power scoop on the back end, back their D.
Yeah, and I think that's sort of the maturity that only comes in a couple of players around this age group. But now Tonga looking to do the exact same down the other end of the park. They've got it on a late switch there. Is that a try time? I think it might be. Tonga, they managed to draw things level.
or Peti Fino, I think it is. Yes, coming through again. Yeah, I like the look of this young athlete. Oh, look at the chair. Nice hands. Yeah, and there we go. Tonga, they've peeled back 2 from the half-time there, Tiff, and we have definitely got you called it a half-time, we've got a game on our hands.
Yeah, Tanawai is the scorer there, and all the lead-up work done by Opeti Finau. Yeah, what a scoop. We've seen it on a couple of occasions now, haven't we, Hicks? That scooping game from the Tongan number 10, Opeti Finau, and you know, he's definitely proving a handful for the Cook Island defence.
Still one of the most underrated plays in our game. The good
old scoop.
Good old scoop, you know, beautiful clean plant with a power scoop. Little sweet play here.
Oh, he's managed to slip through. Tonga, I thought they had done all the hard work by manning up quite well in defence there. They numbered up well, but then just done by a late left footstep, I should say.
Yes. Yeah, sort of going against the grain on the sweep, isn't it? That's such a hard play to defend. But there we go, and the Cookies will be happy with that.
Yeah, well, it's the strike back, isn't it? The most important set is the one after you let in a try. And Tonga, a little bit guilty of not shoring things up on that occasion, and yeah, to compound that, they've come up with a little lost ball error.
And they're actually only down to, they're only running with 9 players now, the Cookies. They've only got 3 subs. So that was a huge score, that one. And I think it's just about their completion. And props to the refs, man. They're opening the field really, really well. Very, very consistent for both teams.
Yeah, and that's what we want, especially when you're watching teams play this style of touch footy. You want that distance between attack and defence to be as wide as possible. As you see the Architect, they've got some numbers. Oh, they ran a bit of a double peel there, looking for the bump play. And if the pass had gone to hand, that would have made things interesting out on the left.
Yeah, that's the Architect again. They definitely know who to get on the ball and when to get them on the ball. It could come down to the Architect and also Peti Fino. Oh, and they've managed to get an error out of Tonga, which we haven't really seen for some time.
And I tell you what, with only 3 subs for the Cook Islands, you know, every turnover that comes like that from Tonga, they're going to be going, yeah, we don't have to defend, we just get the ball. And holding a 1-try lead with just under 5 minutes left, if they can just spend as much time on the ball as they can, that'll go a long way towards them winning the game. A little bit of game management needed at this stage of the game.
Yeah, well, he slowed the tempo. He's got some nice feet this one. He's going to try to slide that one in. Ooh.
So what about the dive on some of these players? They hit straight along the turf.
Yeah. Don't know how they do it.
Brilliant touch there made by the Tongan defence as they look to kill the ball out on the left-hand side. Touch is made.
Smart. That's smart there by Cook Islands. But Tonga do have good ball movement. I watched them sort of exit from the side of the field, and yeah, they go quite well when they exit here. It's just the latcher comes on, sometimes tries to make a couple extra yards, but no one's freaking out at the moment for Tonga. I mean, look at this big, that's some big metres, considering that there's no dummy half there. Now they got the fresh legs.
Yeah, those are the ones where it's not too bad to give away those sort of slight off the marks, you know, because it is still early in the count. They've still got a couple of touches left up their sleeve, but they want to organise something relatively smartly here at Tonga. So they look to get a quickie play. And going back to the open.
Another big strapping athlete coming onto the field. I'll tell you what, there's some athletes around here today.
Oh man, Hicks, 18-year-olds don't look like 18-year-olds anymore. Not back when I was playing. We were all string beans, and these fellas, they look like they've been hitting the weights for a couple of years and definitely in better shape than I was at this age.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to think what grade some of these young athletes are in. But here we go. Cookies, this winger here, for me, he's almost he's right up there, one of the best players. He touches the ball so much on the exit pattern, and he's always an option.
And you know what, Hicks, it's so hard to influence a game from the wing, isn't it? And he's done such a good job at that, this near side winger for the Cook Islands. And if they do kick on to win this one, a large part of that will be down to their winger here. So big props.
Yeah, and also the far side, he's as we know, it is the norm now that wingers play full games, but you still got to give credit where credit's due.
Oh, geez, who'd want to be a winger these days? you won't catch me out there.
Remember, you used to sub on the wing back in the day. You just sort of go out there, and then when you get your lungs back, you're back in the middle. But yeah, no, she has definitely changed. Here we have the Architect. This is some. Oh yes. Oh, nice little dummy.
Dummy and gone through. Is that play through? Referee said play through. So Tonga They've managed to cross there. There's a little bit of controversy here back towards the middle of the field. But the referee has indeed called play through, perhaps an offside call for Tonga.
Because I think he definitely called the touch.
He definitely called it, yeah.
And you could, it definitely looked like he made the touch, so you're offside. Yeah, unfortunately there by the architect, but they've drawn it all up now.
Geez, and you know what? With 2 minutes left, this game is absolutely there for the taking. Yesterday afternoon, Hika, we finished with a belter of a game between Waikato Tainui and Pacific Māori and the under-16 boys. That one was won after the hooter. And the way that this game's going, it would not surprise me if it's decided in similar fashion.
Nice. Now, as we normally do, where's your Kinners going now?
Look, don't you start talking to me about Kinners, bro. Jeez, you're already making me, I'm down, 2 or 3 sacks to Takuha. I did that you paid yourself because you forced me to make a decision.
I paid the crayfish on our behalf. Oh, so who's going to ice it? Oh, Tonga now.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if Tonga do go on to win, that last set of defence, oh, yeah. A turnover there. I was going to say that set of defence would have been huge for them in the context of the game, but now they're going to have to repeat that effort.
And you know what?
Turnover.
We must give respect to these young boys. Any call the rest given, they've just got on with it. Hey, you have no moaning, nothing negative. Yeah, it's been a great spectacle. He's the architect. Oh, yes.
Crossover quickie. There's numbers out on the left here.
Great, yeah, nice and dancing for Tonga. Just held and took care of business.
It's funny, just going back to the refs, I was on commentary with my friend Trevor Cleary from Fiji yesterday, and he said a rule in Fiji is there's 2 rules. Number 1 is always respect the referee. Rule number 2 is refer to rule number 1. So
how good.
A line taken there from my mate Trevor Cleary as Cook Islands now. They'll look to ice the game here.
And now there he's in the middle now, the winger, which does say a lot. Oh, great defence.
Yeah, at this point of the game, probably have to pull double duty, don't you? You know, you're down on troops, not much left in the gas tank. It's all come down to heart here, Hiccup.
Yep, and this could be finishing with a draw. It probably was a game of 2 halves. Tonga probably was slightly better team in the second half.
Yeah, probably had the legs there, I think. And Cook Islands, as we saw, they took a lead in the first half. And then Tonga have managed to come back and draw it up. Geez, what a game we had on our hands there. Deserving result for both teams, and both teams should be proud of that effort. At the end of it, it is Cook Islands 5, Tonga 5. We're going to take a short break. Join us after this.